your speedometer is acting weird, your transmission is shifting strangely, or the check engine light just came on. All of these can point to one single component, the vehicle speed sensor. When it fails, it takes several systems down at once. Here are 7 specific symptoms of a bad speed sensor and how to test it before buying parts. Erratic speedometer reading. The speed sensor sends real-time data to the instrument cluster showing how fast the vehicle is moving. When it fails or sends intermittent signals, the speedometer needle jumps around erratically or drops to 0 while driving. You may be going 50 miles per hour and see the needle suddenly read 0 or bounce up and down. This is usually the first and most obvious symptom drivers notice before any other system is affected. How to test it? Take the vehicle for a short test drive on a flat road. Watch the speedometer carefully for any sudden dropouts, jumps, or readings that disagree with your actual speed. Use a GPS speedometer app on your phone as a reference. If the dashboard reading differs from the GPS reading or drops to 0 while moving, the speed sensor is the most likely cause. Harsh or delayed shifts. The transmission control module uses speed sensor data to time every shift precisely. Its job is to coordinate clutch engagement and gear changes based on actual vehicle speed. When the sensor fails, the TCM cannot calculate the correct shift point and delivers shifts that are either too early, too late, or rough and jerky. You feel a thud during each gear change, or the transmission holds gears too long before shifting up. How to test it? Drive through a normal shift pattern and note the RPM at which each gear change occurs. If shifts happen at unusual RPM values, or feel harsh compared to how the vehicle normally drives, scan for transmission codes with an OBD2 scanner. Any speed-related code such as PU500 or PU720 confirms the speed sensor is sending bad data. Check engine light on. A failed speed sensor almost always triggers the check engine light. The powertrain control module monitors the sensor signal continuously and logs a fault when the signal drops out or falls outside plausible range. You may see codes like PU500 for vehicle speed sensor malfunction or PU720 for output speed sensor circuit. These codes directly confirm the sensor circuit is the problem. How to test it? Connect an OBD2 scanner and pull all stored codes. Any code in the PU500, PU501, PU720, or PU722 range directly identifies the speed sensor. Clear the code and drive the vehicle. If the code returns within a short distance, the sensor circuit has confirmed failure and the part needs replacement. Cruise control will not engage. Cruise control relies entirely on accurate speed sensor data to hold a constant speed. Without a valid signal, the system refuses to engage at all or disengages as soon as the speed reading drops out. You press the cruise button and nothing happens, or the cruise engages for a few seconds and then cancels itself. This is a common second symptom after the speedometer starts acting up. How to test it? On a flat, empty road at 35 miles per hour, press the cruise control set button and see whether it engages. If cruise control refuses to activate or disengages repeatedly while the brake and clutch are not touched, the speed sensor is feeding bad data to the cruise module and preventing operation. ABS or traction control warning light. Some vehicles use the transmission speed sensor as a reference for the ABS and traction control systems. When the sensor sends incorrect data, the ABS module detects the mismatch between wheel speed sensors and vehicle speed and turns on the warning light. You see both the check engine and ABS lights illuminated together, which is a strong clue the problem is shared across multiple systems. How to test it? Scan the ABS module codes using an OBD2 scanner capable of reading all system modules. A speed sensor fault will often log codes in both the engine and ABS modules simultaneously. Matching codes across multiple modules confirm the speed sensor is the shared root cause rather than separate individual sensor failures. Transmission enters limp mode. In severe cases, the transmission control module detects a complete loss of the speed sensor signal and activates limp mode as a protective measure. In limp mode, the transmission locks into a single gear, typically second or third, to prevent damage from operating without valid speed data. You notice a sudden loss of power, inability to shift, and a check engine light with a transmission fault code. How to test it. If the vehicle suddenly loses acceleration and refuses to shift, pull over safely and scan for codes. A P0720 or P0722 code combined with limp mode behavior confirms the output speed sensor has failed completely. Restarting the engine sometimes clears limp mode temporarily, but the code and the symptom will return quickly. No speedometer reading at all. When the speed sensor fails completely rather than intermittently, the speedometer needle sits at 0 no matter how fast you're driving. This is the clearest symptom because it cannot be confused with any other issue. The vehicle drives, but the instrument cluster shows no speed at all. Several other systems usually stop working at the same time, including cruise control and automatic shift scheduling. How to test it. Locate the speed sensor on the transmission output shaft or wheel hub. Use a multimeter set to AC voltage and back probe the sensor signal wire. Spin the wheel or drive shaft slowly by hand with the vehicle safely lifted. A working sensor should produce a small AC voltage pulse. No voltage reading with the shaft turning confirms the sensor is dead and must be replaced.